And welcome back.
We're getting ready to talk about the treats for Halloween. And we have joining us the owner of Sweet Indulgence, Tanya Vernon. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys. Thank you for having me here.
It's so nice to have you in. You already have things laid out.
Yes.
How is it like? What is it like, especially around this particular time? What is it like for you with Sweet Indulgence?
Well, it's always busy, which is good. We look forward to occasions, and actually it doesn't have to be any special occasion either. We could do cookies just because, fruit arrangements, marshmallow pops, you name it, we could help you out. You want to cheer someone up or anything, and we can help you.
Always a reason to have something sweet.
Of course, always.
Now, let's talk a little bit about Sweet Indulgence and how long you've been in business. What's your driving force? What triggered, that in the first place?
Well, we're now in business for 4 years. Relatively young company still. What drove me to having this store? I love sweets. I love to eat. And I noticed that really there wasn't any store dedicated to just candy. So we import our candy. It's all American and Canadian imported. We sell gummies and chocolates and everything by the ounce. So it's like when you go into, a store abroad and you walk in and you just get all excited. Well, that's what we try to create at our store. And for every occasion, we bring out something special.
Okay, so while you love sweets, and now, you, like you mentioned, you import some candy and stuff like that, what got you into actually baking these things?
Well, I really don't know. It just so happened.
You were a baker before? Or?
No, my sister is Cakes by Carla. And I watched her do her thing and I got interested, but then I focused on cookies and marshmallow pops and different things, not the cake side. She has that covered.
So let's talk about how easy or how difficult is it to make cookies?
Well, the cookies is relatively easy to do. The decorating is where, that you might have a little more skill or a little more practice. Practice makes perfect.
Or patience.
And patience, lots of patience. But the dough cookie is relatively easy, and that's what we're gonna share today. You can do it at home with the kids, for Halloween today or for Christmas coming up. It's something that you could do at home.
So let's get into how do you make the dough.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Easy.
When you say dough, as there must be a reason why it's called dough cookie. It's like kneading more.
More or less. So this is the dough already mixed.
Okay.
It's, like I said, relatively easy. I'll list out the ingredients.
Okay.
It's already in the mixer, but just so you guys at home could make it. It's 2 stick butters, 1.5 cups of sugar, and 1 egg. And you just beat that, what we say, you let it cream, you just beat it on low speed because it's a dough, it's not a batter. Then you add 2 tablespoons flavors. In this case, I use vanilla and almond flavor.
Okay.
And then you add 1 tablespoon salt, 2 tablespoons baking powder. So that's gonna let the cookie, rise when it bakes.
Yeah.
And 3 cups flour, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it. You mix it on low speed.
For how long?
A few minutes, especially with these electrical mixers. It doesn't take very long, and this is what the dough is gonna look like.
Okay, cool.
So then we flour our surface.
One quick question.
Sure.
Is there a preference in terms of sugar? Is it white or brown?
It's the white sugar. It's not a brown sugar recipe. We do have another recipe for the brown sugar.
Cool. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So.
And then now we're gonna take our rolling pin on our floured surface. We're gonna roll out the dough. You could do it a little thinner, a little thicker. It all depends on preference again.
Yeah.
We flour our cookie cutter. We cut it out. And see? Voila.
Easy as that.
Easy.
Easy, easy,
You put it
easy.
in your baking sheet.
You put it on your baking sheet. It bakes for 7 minutes.
Okay.
And that's it. You could start enjoying them, or we could decorate them.
So, do you have to flip them, or?
Preferably halfway through the baking, so at 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you could flip them, because otherwise it sometimes just looks white on the one side, and people might think it's not baked properly. It
Yeah.
is, but just to give it a little color, you could flip it halfway through.
Okay, cool.
And that's the only shape you do for Halloween?
Oh no, we could do pretty much anything. We've done witch, ghost, pumpkins. We've done some unicorn pumpkins. I have some here that are already done.
And Dia de los Muertos.
Dia de los
masks.
Muertos, of course. We have the little mask as well. So this one is a combination with a pumpkin and a unicorn. You know, something cute. Have to be scary.
Okay.
We have like some witch's legs.
Imagine you eat on which leg.
So the sky's the limit.
Yeah, the sky's the limit here, and I must say they're nicely done though. And one of the things I love about this, because I am a family, I love my Lee crowd, you know?
Okay.
And you always engage children in doing something new, and it brings out that artistic self in them.
Right.
So this is very good to do with the family.
Correct.
And like you mentioned, it's not too hard.
It's not very hard at all. And I mean, if it comes out a little messy looking, it's Halloween, so it works, right?
Everything works.
There's a pattern that you, how would I know how to create a look like this?
Okay, well, normally the customers would send me a picture of more or less what they want.
Okay.
And then between my husband and I, we work out either stencils, or he would draw the cookies and I go and fill them like with the icing, because I'm not good at drawing. Believe me, even though they look so pretty. So I would either do stencils, or he would draw like a template for me with edible markers, and I finish them with icing.
Easy. Teamwork.
Yes.
And the colors?
The colors, okay, so now we have our icing, which is another very easy recipe. This is our royal icing. This just takes icing sugar, 1 pound icing sugar, 3 tablespoons meringue powder, and 3 tablespoons water. You mix it, that yes, you would mix at high speed, and you color your icing, whatever colors you want. You know, in this case, we're doing pumpkin, so we have some orange, black, and green.
Cool.
And you get to decorating.
So
Let's show you how
quickly.
easy it is.
Yeah, we could do this.
We can do this, guys. Come on. So we already have our icing in our bag with our tip, and we're just gonna go. And we're gonna see. A pumpkin is very easy to do, especially if you know first time decorating, or because you're just gonna fill what we call flood the cookie. You're just gonna fill it in with the icing sugar.
Cool.
And we would let it sit a little while for it to just get a little harder. And then we would go on and finish decorating. These tips are easy to use and they help you along the way. So this is a leaf tip, for example.
Okay.
So see, this is just gonna help us do a little leaf right here for the pumpkin. And with the black, we're gonna maybe do some little eyes. Let me just flip this around. And see how easy it is. So we're gonna do 2 triangle eyes.
I had forgot that pumpkin have triangle eyes.
And a little squiggly mouth. And see how easy that was?
So you do one, John.
Yes, exactly.
All right. I might have trembly hand. All right, so here we go. Oh God. All right, so the professional.
You can imagine the kids, you know, you have the kids around the kitchen counter doing this.
Did
It's so much
say
fun.
so not professional, right?
Yeah. So this is it right here. Anything goes for Halloween.
Anything goes, exactly.
Well, in that case, let me do my one while. But I want a black pumpkin.
Sure.
Cool. All right. So then I'll go with so this is
Do your little leaf. Yes.
This one is.
I gonna have like some leaves. Probably this is a tree with a pumpkin with a lot of leaves.
Of course, of course.
Okay. Leaves.
Decorate it any way you want.
That's why I love Halloween.
Oh my.
I'm not going to Fill it in.
That's a cool
Completely.
cobweb pumpkin.
Right, exactly. They forgot the pumpkin in the corner and got filled with cobwebs. That's exactly it.
Cool. Let me borrow the orange.
Sure.
No, you said square eyes. I mean triangular eyes,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
I don't know, you remind me of Brian Nancy.
There you go. Awesome.
Let me borrow for the eyes here.
Let me do my leaf though. The thing is, you make this look so easy. All right.
So it's relatively easy, like I said, fun to do at home. But if you don't want to go through the hassle, well, you could always give us a call, visit us on Facebook, and order your cookies.
I want to just taste it and see
Sure.
what it tastes like without.
No, I literally put an eye in it. So that's
Yes,
an eye.
That's an eye.
So we have to show what the professional one looks like, what the first timers look like. I can't hold it up.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing it's Halloween. Anything goes.
Yeah, anything goes. Cool.
It's a good first try, guys.
You know, I like how you said that. It's a good first try.
Yeah.
Positive reinforcement.
Yes, of course.
Let me taste it and
Sure.
very crunchy.
Crunchy.
Yes.
Cool.
Now, what makes a good cookie?
Well, it depends. These decorated cookies, we would normally do them a bit harder. My son likes to call them the hard time decorated
That's
cookies.
true.
You know, some people like softer, chewier cookies, but those, for decorating purposes, this would be the best recipe.
Yeah, definitely. But you know, just from him crunching, it reminds me all the way back then of pulverong. So,
Right.
and you know, one thing I love about things that could put us back to where we were once.
Yes.
You know, so this is definitely one of the ways too. And like I mentioned, family oriented, decorative. I love it. This
Yes.
is excellent.
Definitely.
Well, I shouldn't talk with my mouth full, but
You could
can
do
you?
it.
It hardens, and then you're able
Yes, and then we're able to package them. So, you know, if you're having trick-or-treaters coming over, whatever, they're already packaged, so you could just drop them in and in their goodie bags, and you're good to go.
And let's talk cost. So what would
Okay.
one of these cost me if I wanted probably this one?
Okay, so we do them by dozens at the store,
Okay.
and it's only $54 a dozen.
That's excellent.
Pretty much decorated any way you want. Like I said, we ask customers for pictures of more or less what they want, and we try to duplicate it as close as possible.
And if I don't have an idea of what I want,
Well, that's okay. We help you with that too. I could send, you know, customers different ideas, and then they could pick, or you know, sometimes they say just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's even more fun because then I could be very creative.
and is it a situation where I can walk in and say I want a dozen cookies, or I have to pre-order?
They have to be pre-ordered because we make them fresh. Everything we do, we try to have them fresh and customized. So it wouldn't necessarily be something that you could walk in and just purchase.
So you have to pre-order a day
Yes,
before.
at least
few
a day
hours
before.
Okay.
At least a day before.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
This is nice.
And your store, where is it located?
We're located at 180 North Front Street. It's the same building with the party center,
Okay.
but we're all the way to the back. You just have to walk through the parking lot and we're there. A lot of people say, but we went to your store and it's closed. Sorry, you just have to take a few steps more to the back. It's kind of easy to miss, but we're trying to put out signs so that everyone knows exactly where it is.
Yes, we're open.
Yes, we're open, definitely. You could always find us on Facebook as well, Sweet Indulgence Belize.
Cool. Wow.
And I'm indulging, so
Yeah.
very beautifully done. And as you said, it doesn't have to be only tied to a celebration. It
Right.
can be for any reason.
Yes.
So, what would you say is your best seller in terms of cookies?
At the moment, for kids, Baby Shark. Oh my goodness,
Oh my
that's all over
goodness,
the
Baby
place.
Shark there
Baby
everywhere.
Shark, yes.
Yeah. I could imagine.
Birthday
I don't
cookies.
even know what Baby Shark is.
We need to start singing for him.
Don't worry,
want
I
to
just
pieces?
recently found out SpongeBob lives under the sea.
Really? Oh
So-
my goodness.
I don't have kids in my house, so I don't know.
Oh no.
All right. So you know what? I soon steal third base. I'm getting some signs here. And you know when baseball all they do is signs, but this is what it looks like. Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How long does that dozen take you?
To make? Pick
Oh,
up
okay.
more.
Cool.
Sorry. We, from start to finish, I would say a couple hours, simply because of the details. If it would just be like a plain, plain little pumpkins, a dozen maybe would take us, 45 minutes.
Okay, cool. 45 and you've got yours. That's it, that's nice. This is very good though.
Well,
Excellent.
John, you have permission to take home a couple
Of course.
the and decorate them at home.
Yes.
Say you bake them on television because everything is instant on TV.
Yes, I know. I think I love this magic kitchen. I need to take this home. Cookies are done in a flash.
Easy. Well, it has been a wonderful time hanging out. Well, what's
Thank you.
he had mentioned what's your best seller? What's your the season that you're like really
Flat
get
out.
you? Yes. Your season.
My busiest season is Valentine.
Sweet.
Valentine,
Everybody
because
wants a
everybody, yes,
You give
exactly.
cookies for Valentine?
Yes, we've done cookies in bouquets.
Are they bigger or?
We would what we have done is when we bake these, we put a stick in them. So then we arrange it in a bouquet.
Edible?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've
Yes.
seen that. I've seen that.
Yes.
I've seen that.
I know what I want for Valentine next year. All right, well, Tanya, thank you very much for
Thank you
joining
very
us
much.
this morning. And we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this with more Halloween. At this time, we'll talk about special effects, masks. How do you paint your face while you eat your cookie? All right.